Hi Gemini, happy birthday! We're going to do a reading for you about your year ahead, and it just happens that Jupiter has entered Gemini. So Jupiter is the planet that rules like good fortune, luck, abundance, expansion. And so I wanted to incorporate that event into your birthday reading as well, since it is going to last through the next year. And this only happens once every 12 years that Jupiter transits each sign. And so lucky you, it's you this time around this year. So Jupiter in Gemini is going to kind of emphasize for everyone, but especially for you, because these are your natural qualities. Independence, freedom, particularly like freedom of thought, opportunities in your career, and especially everything kind of connecting through partnership, friendships, interpersonal connections, because Gemini is all about that. Actually, I should have brought out the Lover's card, because that is the card that represents Gemini, so you can get a sense of the energy. I think the energy really can explain a lot more when you feel it. Yeah, so here is the Lover's card from the Mystic Mondays tarot deck that we're going to be using later on. So it's number 6, the Lovers, and you can get a sense here of this. It doesn't have to be just like the sense of partnership in love or in a lover sense or romantic sense, but it's really kind of like the energy of bringing dualistic energies together into one, and kind of like what happens when those energies intermingle into one. It's so interesting. I mean, there's a lot of dualities that happen in different signs and different cards, like Libra, for example, is the scales, but it's more about like balancing extremes. Same with Sagittarius has the Temperance card, and that's all about energetically balancing things as well. But with the Lovers, it's more about union and merging two separate things into one. And the question is, what happens when we do that? What's the potentials? What's the opportunities there? And so yeah, you're definitely like governed by exploration and school and research, writing. So this is all very fortuitous for you, especially if you're in school or you're an academic. Things are definitely going to be blowing in your favor over the next year. So just enjoy the ride. I can already feel that that's going to come through in your reading. Very exciting for you. I think there is some changes, because independence and freedom is emphasized, there's going to be a bit about you stepping into your own, like embodying your self-confidence, feeling more self-assured in where you want to like go next in life, the direction you want to go, and there's like a big push to help you get there. So I just looked up online, and I want to just make a note for you in case you find this useful, that some of the most favorable periods for your energies during the Jupiter and Gemini are May 25th to October 8th. So this is when, May 25th is when this first entered your sign. And then also February 4th to June 9th of 2025. So there's two separate periods in which you can really kind of expect to feel these things in their full power. Like I said, it could shake things up a bit for you, but because you're kind of making changes, right? But overall, it's a favorable energy. It's luck. Jupiter is about luck, abundance, growth, expansion, and it's all in your favorite areas, and you just kind of like feeling yourself this year. So I'm actually going to start your reading off with some oracle cards. just on cue. As soon as I start talking, Mocha wants to be in center stage. So we'll see how much we can get in before she comes back. So you got roguish raccoon, enthusiasm, problem solving, and adventure. Awesome. Yeah, I forgot to mention like adventure is in the mix for you this year as well. We have Jupiter in here and Gemini. Pluckish possum, strategy, integrity, sensibility. Elegant eagle, clarity, inspiration, insight. This is all lining up so great. I think one, maybe two more. Wondrous well, introspection, depth, transcendence. So we first start with mischievous and playful spirit of Pan, reveal any secrets or deceit in my life. Then secretly strong and seemingly simple one, show me the way of strategic gameplay. Wow. So we already get some vibes here, right? That you're kind of sussing out what's going on in your immediate environment. Letting any secrets surface that you've kind of been sniffing around, I feel like, for a while. I feel like you're really starting to sort out in every area of your life. But I think there might be one in particular that's been troubling you lately. You're really starting to sort out, okay, like, where's the integrity and where's the deceit? And you're separating these out so that you can like start to like organize your life essentially around energies, people's energies that are in your life. You really have like a game plan going on, a strategy for how you're going to like organize. I keep getting the image of one of my first jobs, which is called the Container Store. I loved it so much, but it was a retail job, and it was like a store that just focused on selling containers, like organizational things. And it's like you go into the container store of energy and you start to like pick out, okay, I'm going to like beautifully organize this part of my life in this way, and these people who have shown me some kind of deceitfulness are going to be organized here, and these people that I can trust are organized here, and everything is like very in order, coming together in order for you this year. And I feel like, you know how they say like a clean space kind of like helps clear your mind? It's the same thing, but with these people and energies, and you just kind of like cleaning up the energies around you in your life instead of just kind of like accepting it and living within it as is. You have a strategy, a game plan for saying, okay, these are the things in my life. Of course, you can't like get rid of all of them. You have to live with the deceitful personalities in some level, but now you know what to do about them. Like, you know how to organize them so that you limit your contact, your exposure to them. Okay, continuing on. So, elegant eagle, ancient and sacred beast of the skies, awaken my spirit to soar to new heights. So this really frees you. I get the freedom sense with this eagle, even though it doesn't say freedom. It says insight and clarity. So you get that bird's eye view as well. You get the overview of your life. I think especially by taking the organization of what's going on in your life, kind of you really invest your time in that. I feel like towards the beginning of this year of your starting in your birthday period. Okay, let's keep going. Wondrous well. Mocha's super affectionate today. I don't know, she just wants to be with you so much, so we're just gonna let it be. Ancient song and soul of the sea, awaken the cosmic awareness within. So you got two things here that say awaken. It's interesting that these two are similar and these two are coming next similar. awaken my spirit to soar to new heights, awaken the cosmic awareness within. So you're getting new insights in the physical, in your earthly life, but you're also getting the new insights in your spiritual and your intuitive life. Yeah. If you've been working on getting more in touch with like your spirit communication, your intuitive abilities, this is really happening alongside the freedom that and the insight that's coming in the other areas of your life as well. And then last we get fluid form floating in the sea, release my doubt and let me shine. This is all about your confidence here, coming into your confidence, especially after you've gone through these major kind of key points in the year. The organizing your environment around you energetically, gaining the new insight, gaining the introspection, the transcendence, the depth. You're seeing the world in a very different way, and you're seeing yourself in the world in a new way as well. This is essentially what gives you the confidence to kind of embody this jellyfish energy in the end. And I feel like this definitely comes to fruition towards the end of your Gemini year. So like this would be the Aries season by then, that you're really, it makes me think of like floating in the sea, like trusting the universe to kind of carry you. Because this has released my doubt, and it makes me think of trust. And then let my light shine, and you have total trust that the universe is carrying you where you need to go. And you have confidence, not just in yourself, but in the universe as well. Coincidentally, I just started recording another reading, and I'm calling it like how to let go of control and trust the universe. That's definitely coming in with the Gemini and Jupiter energy. So you might want to also check out that. It's a pick a card reading. Okay, so this sets the tone for the reading, and I'm going to go ahead now and I think I'm going to pull the tarot cards first, and then we'll pull these. Okay, can we have some messages for Gemini's year ahead? Any area of their life that comes up that they can know about and would benefit from knowing about for the year ahead until the next Gemini season in 2025. So you're getting Knight of Swords in reverse and Six of Swords in reverse. The Wheel of Fortune. This card has been coming up a lot lately, the past couple weeks. Ooh, Ten of Cups. Mocha, you want to hold this last one? Six of Pentacles in reverse. So the first thing I noticed is you have the Knight of Swords here. It's really drawing my attention, and I still have to kind of figure out what's going on with that. And then 2 6s and then 2 10s. 6s are all about kind of recovery after a hardship. And then 10s are about like the ultimate sense of fulfillment and success after going through like a whole journey, the ups and the downs of the whole journey. So it's the Knight of Swords that's really kind of got me thinking, and it's landing here in this kind of like trouble area where you're organizing the energies in your life. With the Knight of Swords, I feel like a couple things, especially because the swords represents air signs, and you are air sign. That a couple things. It's like you can't fully express something. Like either somebody is actively like silencing you, some energy is actively like clouding your thought. So that's the first thing. The second thing is it's having this effect on you where you're totally out of balance and you're like acting out of a wounded position. So in its upright form, the Knight of Swords would be about like taking action on some kind of idea, pulling in some kind of insight into the world. It's very like new idea energy, and like applying those ideas, spreading those ideas, communicating about them in some way. So this would be very much like this would be like the Jupiter flow of communication in Gemini. But with it reversed, it's like the communication could be happening, but it's like not landing the way it should. Like the words are happening, but the communication, the meaning is not. Something like that is happening here in this message. With the Six of Swords in reverse, I feel like you're standing your ground on something, and this could be like where you make that strategy and you see a solution for it. So you're kind of like holding your ground. You're standing your position in some way instead of just leaving it, which is an option on your table. You have decided to stand your ground and stand by your truth in some way. And this is actually the thing that shifts your luck around. It's like the universe was kind of waiting for you to do this, to take a stance on something very important to you. Like standing up for yourself, really, whatever is like holding you back in what I described in this energy. And then this is really where Jupiter comes in and like the sails at your back, and you get luck on your side. You get like your path aligning, the universe working together with you. Again, do you remember like this was that like introspective and like the higher sight energy. You're getting clarity on yourself, the world, abstract thinking, but also like internal, emotional, intuitive thinking, spiritual thinking as well. It's like all of that's opening up to you. It's really cool. And there's a lot of fulfillment in this for you. So this is like absolutely the highlight of the year. With the Six of Pentacles, kind of landing here with this. I'm feeling this cycle of giving and receiving, because this was about like releasing your doubt, trusting, and like floating in the sea. And the keywords are acceptance. So it makes me think about accepting, being able to accept, being able to receive, which can be difficult for people sometimes. Faith and transparency. So this is a kind of giving and receiving that has no ulterior motives, that is free flowing, and restores your trust in some way. And like in some way I feel like you've been looking for this for a long time, this like flow of energy that is transparent enough and trustworthy enough for you to accept, because it was hard for you to accept before if you felt like there were strings attached with the mischievous energy, the deceitfulness. Interesting. I want to pull another set of cards for another message going through for you. Maybe I'll ask, what can Gemini focus on doing for themselves this year? What would be the advice there? Nine of Swords in reverse, and this is lining up with the Knight of Swords. So this is all about like freeing yourself from your anxieties. And I feel like this is lining up with the Knight of Swords because there's a heavy influence between what's happening with your environment and how it's affecting how you put yourself into the environment, especially in that like communication and clear thought kind of capacity. And there's like lack of ease that's been going on with that. And with the Nine of Swords, your perception and the way that you're processing what's going on in your environment is not helping. It's actually really contributing to the way you're experiencing this. So the question I asked here is can you focus on to help yourself, to give yourself something, I feel like, this year, and that would be the main advice. You have the Seven of Cups, the Two of Pentacles reverse, the Five of Swords reverse, the Nine of Pentacles. I feel like this is coming through with like in a couple of ways. You have that renewed sense of freedom with Jupiter in your sign, but you're also kind of getting a handle on this perception, right? Your anxieties and your fears that are kind of coloring the world. So you have a lot of options, but you still kind of have this lingering energy of your anxieties shaping how those options look to you. So your advice is to find ways to balance yourself in the chaos, or balance yourself when things feel chaotic. I think you can start becoming aware and naming when something feels chaotic to you, whether it's thoughts or whether it's your environment or both. Start by naming it, acknowledging it, so you know that, okay, this is where I need to start kind of honing in on my clarity, taking care of myself so I can get the insight and the introspection of what's really happening here. That will help you make these decisions in a clearer way. I really feel that energy with the Five of Swords in reverse. You see this one sword is just like very stable, very calmly standing in a position and not wavering. It's going to give you like that razor-like clarity enough that you can stand through the chaos. You've done the proper thinking. You figured out what your anxieties say. You figured out what your higher insight and your emotional intuition say. You've assessed all that, and it's cutting through the chaos. And you end with this financial independence. You reach some kind of milestone in your financial independence, in your financial or career realization of who you have always been aspiring to be. Do you see how it's a peacock? And in this depiction of the Nine of Pentacles, it's kind of like you're so proud of yourself, and this is beautiful energy. You have every right to be proud of yourself. You've done a lot of hard work. It looks like you're going through this year. As much as you're celebrating and enjoying things, there is hard work that comes, right before to like make that possible. With the Nine of Pentacles, I'm feeling something else. I want to kind of like pull one of these now to clarify. What more is there to know with the Nine of Pentacles? Letter number 27. You might be writing something that is received very well, and really, like we were talking about that communication, right? It's kind of you've struggled a lot to get clear on something, to communicate it well, done the work, and it really comes to form in something that you do communicate. It could be a piece of writing, it could be something like a speech, It could be you if you have like a business, like getting your branding just right and communicating your impact, your message in that way. Something definitely comes together with communication, which your sign is all about. So you're really like coming into your own with this sense of career success, financial success. I also feel like you're going to be receiving one significant piece of communication, like an email or a letter from somewhere else, like an offer coming in. Yeah. So maybe you're already searching for something, or maybe this comes out of the blue. Let's see, what else do I want to clarify? I kind of want to get a card here because this is really interesting. It's almost like a duality coming together here with like the sea energy and the air energy, and like I feel like this is really pinning your reading for the year. So let's see if there's another message there to know. Fox, number 14. I'm already feeling the energy of this being like vision, like clairvoyance. There's clairvoyance on this side, visioning, but also like working in harmony with like visioning new ideas in the material that aren't exactly like classified in terms of like more intuitive abilities. Let me just read. Let's see what the description says. Cunning, caution, self-care. Survival requires cunning and adaptive behavior. Oh, that's interesting, adaptive. Now is the time to use caution in suspicious situations again. Wow. Self-care is not selfish. It is a necessary form of preservation. Something about that deceit and suspicion is connected to your own self-care. Have you been like self-sacrificing in some way? Giving away too much of your energy to this deceitful energy. This is definitely what you're getting a handle on. It's like, yeah, you're so depleted, and you're figuring out that like you can say no to people taking your energies, and you learn how to organize it, how to protect your energies in a way that works for you. I want to get a card for the jellyfish. It feels like an outcome. This whole line actually feels like a outcome for you. Birds, number 12. Excitement, chatter, anxiety. Oh, interesting. Nervousness and excitement can drain energy levels. Silence the chatter of thoughts and find quiet places to let go, relax, and reduce anxiety. Interesting. Yeah, okay, so what's really, of course, we just talked about the energy levels being drained, and then communication being a huge theme in your reading, with the communication block, the thought block, with the anxiety card, the worries card. It's this is making me think this is the chatter, the chatter that is going on in your head that's also draining your energy. This is not just external. Like, external definitely triggers this, but it's also your own chatter internally that drains you. It could be like negative self-talk that are spiral thoughts that just kind of get triggered by something in the physical, and then it's really the spiral thinking, the spiral patterns of the negative thoughts that are the thing that really drain you. So it's really that, which is actually within your control. So that's like a good news. It's really that that's draining you rather than the external thing. So you're also learning to organize your thoughts and your energy levels. I think you're getting a handle on, like it says here, find quiet places to let go, relax, and reduce anxiety. It's like you're going to put a plan in place, right? You have like the strategy here for to like it's like you start to anticipate yourself better. And then I think there's a highlight here on places. So like physical settings are going to be key to your strategy, and it's more than just one place. Like say you have a meditation corner, great, but I think what's happening here is you're going to be moving around to different places that work for you. You need the variety, I think, to so that how do I explain this? You need the variety to break things up, to like it's a little bit like when you're working out and then your body adjusts to the workout, and then you have to like ramp it up because it's like the effects aren't the same anymore because your body has adjusted. It's like that. It's like your brain has adjusted to the one place, and so that's why you need multiple places, so that like you're kind of like one step ahead of your own brain. Yeah, and I like how it says excitement and anxiety here. So it's like that energy is always kind of like it could go one way or the other, and you're helping to keep it in the middle. I mean, like it can be like a great feeling with the excitement, but then it can be devastating with the anxiety, and it's like oscillating between the two is what's draining you. Yeah, helping to keep yourself firmly in the middle. Not always, but like at the times that you really need it so it doesn't become excessive, that's happening for you. I feel like I want to get some like major life path cards in here for you. So like where are you at in this year with your life path? What's kind of like the work you're doing there? Ooh. Number 11, roots, reconnection. When we search outside of ourselves for belonging, connection, or attachment, we can forget the vast network of power available to us right below our feet. This power has always extended from our ancestors to the earth. Nothing is ever lost, the wisdom pulsing right through our souls. There is potent medicine for you that lives in your blood and bones, waiting to be uncovered. There are many unseen treasures ready to be unlocked as you return to the power of your familial and cultural ties. Ooh, I'm really getting vibes that like you have some kind of psychic or intuitive abilities that run in your family, and you're like awakening to this. Within your lineage and bloodline, there is profound beauty, radiance, and inherent knowledge. This is a time of discovery for you. Are there parts of your ancestry that you are ignoring because they don't feel magical or mysterious? Do you feel grief around the fact that you don't know much about your heritage? Maybe you have accepted the idea that only certain cultures carry the medicine that you need. This card is here to hold a mirror up to the potential of all that lies within you. Your roots matter, and a journey of continued self-discovery awaits. Your healing affirmation is, my roots and medicine ways are powerful. Ooh, medicine ways. I honor the fullness of where I've come from and how that impacts the generations to come. My roots and medicine ways makes me think that you have healing abilities in some way. It could be energetically. I mean, we've talked about communication a lot, so maybe this is all helping to unblock your communication, because that might be your healing modality, your voice and your communication. One more life path, like a soul path card for you before I send you off into your year. Ooh, I'm sorry. Defenselessness, righting past wrongs. uprooting. That's so interesting. You got roots, reconnection, and then uprooting here. I mean, I guess Gemini duality, so it has to be, you have to have both. We're living in divisive times. When we're hurt and triggered, we tend to see things as a personal attack rather than an opportunity for healing. If we're to find true peace and unity, we need to drop our defenses and see things outside of right and wrong. As souls, we intrinsically remember unity. That's what I was saying in the beginning with the Lover's card. You're all about unity. And yearn for it here on earth. Perhaps this is why it feels so painful when we experience the opposite. But it's crucial to remember that we can't simply bypass reality and pretend that unity, love, and forgiveness are here. This is one of the greatest challenges for starseeds. To bring about unity, we must first acknowledge the ways in which both we and the world have been divisive, personally, ancestrally, and collectively. The shadows, hate, wounds, separation, severing, wrongs, and sadness. You may be called to explore how you, your ancestors, or your society have consciously or unconsciously inflicted pain on others. I feel like this is the insights that you're going down in this communication and this writing that I talked about. Some kind of like reflection on collective pain here and like the historical perspective. To find a way to drop the armor around your heart and see things as they truly are for all people. To say, I'm sorry with an open heart and mean it. To be part of the healing rather than the perpetuation of inherited conflict or oppression. Healing came up again. Yeah, this might be your healing modality. And this is like they said, like saying the words, I'm sorry. Yeah, you're communicating I'm sorry in some way beyond just the words of I'm sorry. And that's going to be very powerful. That's going to send ripples out. Interesting. To be part of the healing rather than the perpetuation of inherited conflict or oppression. This isn't about blame. It's about unwinding the patterning that got us here. You may be called to devote your time to causes you believe in or do healing work on your ancestral line. So working on your own family or societal line is also the way to like start these ripple effects. Your soul inquiry is, how are you being called to drop your defenses and unwind past wrongs? Interesting. So like when I talked about the Knight of Swords in reverse, like the kind of the unbalanced energy of the Knight of Swords, that could be defensiveness, not really communicating, right? Only wanting to say words and not like hearing the words, like the messages aren't landing. So that could be something that that's really key to what's going on here. And again, like it's not you, it's the reaction to your environment, and also kind of the spiraling of that reaction with the fears. It's all just patterning and conditioning, and you're liberating yourself from that this year. You're getting a handle on it to move into these more fluid and abundant energies that you'll just love. And so that's so great, and I'm wishing you so much love on your year ahead, and hoping you continue to work with love as well as your healing energies, and your excitement and your joy and your transition into who you're becoming in the end. And so take care and keep me up to date if you want.